Alright, hello everybody. After you have decided what niches to go after, or you have already had a design in mind, we would go to the next phase, which is market and competition analysis. Market analysis means that we want to make sure that there is audience or there is enough audience for the niche we are going to target, because we don't want to waste things doing design that nobody's buys out there. What I mean by competition analysis is how is the competition out there? Are there similar designs? How much do they charge? So my rule of thumb is that if there are people selling similar designs and are selling well, it is a good sign for us to go into the market. Alright, so I will show you how I do it. So I will explain briefly about this. Okay, this will be number 5. Alright, first we check Facebook audience size and what interests are available in the audience insight, and then we'll check whether there are similar designs and how many are sold using Tiscover, and then we check how much they charge for the search, and then we'll teach you how to spy a campaign, and we will check the google.com/trends. Alright, let's go to Facebook audience insight. So let's say I've decided that I want to try a niche which is para-professional. Okay, so for niches like nurse, teacher, firefighter, we know already that there are many buyers in this niche. So for this kind of niche, we don't really necessarily to do an extensive market research. It's just a matter of launching the right design at the right time and to the right people. So it is more of design and targeting problem. But for niches like paraprofessional, which is not that big, we need to check the market first. So like for example, let's go to audience insight, and then I will type paraprofessional. Alright, so let's choose this paraprofessional. Alright, so let's look at the audience size here, 60 to 70K. So I think it is enough for us to start with. Well, with audience like this, you can expect the scale to sell thousands, but a good design might bring you tens of sales with this size of audience. Or maybe if the design is really good, you can sell to hundreds. So if the audience size is 100,000, you can expect to have hundreds of sales, and if there are millions of audience, you can expect to sell thousands. So this is only estimation. Your real result, of course, will depend on how good your design and how good your targeting is. What we want to do next is to find the interest here provided by audience insight. Okay, there's not many pages that related to paraprofessional. Okay, let's take another example. Wing Chun, for example. Alright, so this is not a common niche on Teespring. For you who do not know what is Wing Chun, it is a martial art that Bruce Lee first learned in his young age in Hong Kong before moving to America. So let's choose this Wing Chun, 350K to 400K. Alright, let's choose Wing Chun film, Wing Chun. This is another way to spell Wing Chun. Alright, let's look at the page like. So these are the interests that we can add for our targeting. So let's try this one, Wing Chun Illustrated magazine. So we assume that people who read this magazine is a Wing Chun practitioner. Alright, so I will talk more about this in the targeting videos, but at this moment we just want to make sure that there is enough audience for this niche. Alright, so let's go back to paraprofessional. Okay, so our conclusion here is that this size of audience is enough for us to start with. So next, what I would do is go to Teachcover. I want to see if there were people selling to this niche before. Right, so I would just type in paraprofessional here, search. All right, so look at this. So there are 2 designs that ever sold in Teespring. Maybe more, but these 2 are listed in Teachcover. I usually would expect seeing at least there is one campaign that sold 50 above before deciding to go to any niche. All right, so we can, though this is last year campaign, but at least there were people ever as many as 59 that ever bought paraprofessional related t-shirt. Let's click on this one. So let's see what is the exact sales. All right, look at this one. 104 were sold in the original campaign, so even more than the one that shows up in Teachcover. So with 30 to 40k audience, this design can sell to 104. So this is a good sign that if you can come up with a good design, you can also sell hundreds. So from our analysis results, I think it is good to enter this niche. What you can do is you find another design which is popular nowadays and apply it to this niche. All right, an example of past popular design were Keep Calm, Badass, and Superpower design, but those designs are not popular anymore right now, so you need to find the design which is trending. All right, so we have discussed point 1, point 2, point 3. So now number 4 is how to spy a campaign. So I will show you what I do to spy a campaign, why I do it. So let's take this example. Several weeks ago, when I was looking for a niche on Pinterest, I came across this design. I think it was interesting. At that time, it had only sold 2 to 3 shirts, and I had still no idea how far it would go. What I did was I note down this campaign, I note down the link, and check the sales every day. So it's like you are spying on this campaign. So you write down how many shirts it sold today, and then the next day you check how many increase are there in the sales. If it increases a lot in one day, then you know that this idea is selling. Then you can decide whether you want to use the same phrase, because I'm sure this phrase is not a trademark. So you can create a better design out of it and compete with this guy here. Or you want to change it, you can change the gardening, you can change the tomatoes and use it for other niches. If you want to know how much it is selling today, let me show you the number here. So look, this is how many they have sold today, 155. Right, so you can check their price here. If you want to launch this design, you can compete with their price if you want. So this is an example of how to spy on a campaign. Of course, I do not mean that you can copy exactly this design, because Teespring will take down your campaign. What I mean is that you can create another design using the same phrase. All right, the last one is how to check on Google Trends. So let's take my Pi Day design as an example. Before I decided to enter this niche, I went to Google Trends and checked how it was going. So google.com/trends. All right, and then you type in Pi Day. So look at the graph here. You see the pattern. I know that this is a huge and consistent celebration every year. So there are definitely buyers in this niche. Then I would double check using Teachcover whether there are people selling similar designs. So click Pi Day, 50 above, 144. All right, so at that time, if I'm not mistaken, there were 2 or 3 designs that shows up, and they sold around 100 plus. So it shows me that this is absolutely a good niche for me to enter. That time it was January, so I think, okay, I still got time to launch the design. So I just needed to create a better design and enter this market. All right, then I will check audience insight. Then let's see the Pi Day interest here. Okay, so look, there is Pi Day challenge, and then Pi Day and Pi. Okay, so 45 to 50K. So I thought, okay, this is enough for me to start with, because I know if this turned out to be successful, then I could always find mathematics related targeting. So after applying all the steps here, then I decided to enter the Pi Day market. So simple steps here, if you follow it and do it before launching a campaign, it can help you increase your success rate. So make sure you do market and competition analysis before deciding to launch a campaign. In the next video, we're gonna cover how to design and launch a campaign. So see you in the next video.